Fabulous theme for today. Music from throughout history, but all under the banner of British sacred music. And for many of us watching, we've sung quite a lot of British music, both here on the channel, in Choir of the Earth, definitely, and almost certainly in your face-to-face choirs as well. There's a lot to be said for the British choral tradition. It certainly is what's produced me and many of the other online conductors and online composers. And we're going to start with one of the greatest of all time. This is Henry Purcell. And of course, we are learning a lot of Purcell at the moment in the form of his gorgeous choruses from Dido and Inez. He was a truly versatile composer, able to write stunning operas. He also wrote quite a lot of bawdy drinking songs. We've sung a couple here on the channel, but this is firmly from his sacred output. He was the director of music at Westminster Abbey, the top job, and the master of music for the Chapel Royal. And this is a piece from that particular era. It's Thou Knowest, Lord, the secret of our hearts. We have the score on screen, so do please enjoy our first piece of the morning, Thou Knowest, Lord, the secrets of our hearts, by Henry Purcell. Here we go. Very gentle and absolutely beautiful way for us to start our Sing Sunday this morning with music by Henry Purcell. And we're actually going to go back in time for our second piece, from the Baroque era to the Renaissance. And we're going to sing Benedictus by John Farmer. There's not an awful lot known about the English and British composers of the Renaissance. Some of them, of course, are well known. We'll hear from one of them shortly. But John Farmer, little is known about him, other than he left a selection of beautiful pieces, including this Benedictus. So do enjoy singing something from the Renaissance era, and very much another beautiful piece. Here we go. The only Lord is there, be praised evermore, for his visitates Zion, and mercy kept in store. His people now he hath redeemed, that long hath been enthroned, as where all his saving health upon his servant soul. Short and sweet And one I would wager out there, some people go, I haven't learned this. Well, of course, all these pieces we have taught and put the videos up here on Home Choir. So if you fancy learning that one, if you found that one a bit of a challenge to sight read at that tempo, do go and watch the teaching video, which we put up a couple of years ago. And we're going to move on from Farmer to Tallis. And quite a lot more is known about Thomas Tallis. Of course, one of the most famous and influential composers, not just of the Renaissance era, but of English and British choral music we've ever had. And if we think about pieces like Spem in Alium, you think about O Nata Lux, If Ye Love Me, these are all essential works in the choral canon. This is Out from the Deep, a work that is not as well known, but is quite fiery and absolutely lovely, and really pulls together all of the threads of the Renaissance era. Tallis was, in many ways, hugely influential on the Baroque era that was to follow. So let's sing together Out from the Deep by Tallis. Here we go.
Out from the deep I call to you, mine ears bow down, inclined to me, and hear my lamentation. If thou lift the spirit
There we are. You can definitely tell it's Tallis. All the fingerprints there across the part writing, the imitation, one part coming in after another to create that sort of overlapping musical conversation. And it's music like that of Purcell and of Tallis that influenced the music of our next composer, one of the greatest and best known composers of all time. We're going to sing some Handel, everyone. Now, yes, of course, Handel was not born in England. He was not born in Britain, but he made his way here at the midpoint of his life and settled here, became one of the most celebrated and best loved composers that we've ever had, was buried in Westminster Abbey, and changed the direction of choral music in this country forever. We're going to sing the Merciful Goodness, which comes from the funeral music for Queen Caroline, and Handel's impact on the world of singing can't be understated. If you've ever sung Handel, you know how exquisitely he writes. But of course, when he arrived in this country, what he did is he learnt from the music that he heard all around him. So this is a really good example of how Handel's style was influenced by the music of Tallis, of Byrd, and of Purcell. This is the Merciful Goodness, everyone. There really is no one quite like Handel, an incredible composer whose impact we are still feeling today. One of the few composers in this country who was honoured with a statue in London while he was still alive. And if you want to know more about him, well, then look up our most recent deep dive, Handel and the Scandal, and hear all about him and an amazing woman called Susanna Sibber. Now, we're going to leap forward a bit of time now, a couple hundred years, to some music by Charles Villiers Stanford, who, yes, was born in Ireland, but spent the majority of his life in London, working at the Royal Academy of Music, a master of composition. And we love the music of Stanford, those of us who enjoy singing, the Bluebird, Beati Quorum Via, and there's so many other wonderful pieces. If you've not heard Stanford's Requiem, I can thoroughly recommend it. It's sublime. But we're going to sing something a little shorter than the Requiem, an anthem that we know well here on Home Choir, Oh, for a Closer Walk with God, which takes an established hymn tune and meditates upon it. And I think this is a perfect piece to lead us into our minute of reflection. So do enjoy our performance of Oh for a Closer Walk with God. Again, the score is on screen, joined for this one, of course, by the wonderful Anna singing soprano. Here we go. Pure choral serenity. Stanford's Oh for a Closer Walk with God. It is the perfect piece to lead us into our minute of reflection here on Sing Sunday. And I've been thinking a lot about the joy of harmony this week. I'm writing a lecture that's going out on Tuesday for Around Sound, and it's on harmony. And one of the things that I've always told my students is that harmony is baked into the fabric of the universe. Humanity didn't invent harmony. We discovered it. It's part of who we are, and we seek it out wherever we can. We've used harmony throughout our existence as humans to build communities, to resolve disputes, to grow as a species, to build our towns, our cities, our world, our technology. We seek opportunities as people to raise our voices with others. This entire online singing world is an example of what happens where we can't meet in person, so we meet together and we sing together. It is an absolute good. And I'd like you to reflect on harmony. One person on their own with one voice, when they sing in a church, they are a single voice. The moment they're joined by another, both of those people are elevated. When you get a large group of people together, everyone is lifted. It's an absolute good. And whilst we're thinking about the power of harmony, I'd also love to send all our best wishes and love to anyone out there who's not well at the moment. I want to send a special message of love and best wishes to Christine, who I know is getting over a nasty condition. So Christine, hope you are feeling better soon. And to anyone else who has been suffering, and hope you are feeling better. I'd also like to, as always, send our love and best wishes to anyone who looks after someone who is ill, because it's the carers who hold this world and hold this society together. They're the glue that hold the cords. They're the harmony. So everyone, let's bow our heads just for a minute and let's think, send our love, our best wishes, and if you wish to, of course, your prayers to our world. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. So let's have a quick moment of hydration after our moment of reflection. And let's have something gentle and beautiful, as we're all, I think, in a contemplative mood. Let's have Lead Me Lord by Wesley, one of our more recent pieces here on the channel. It's actually a section of a larger work, but it's often performed as a standalone piece on a Sunday. So by Samuel Wesley, this is Lead Me Lord.
Make my way plain.
perfect piece to bookend our minute of reflection. And just that thought about harmony. We didn't invent it, we discovered it. And in doing so, we created our civilization. Incredible. Well, we're going to finish off with the perfect encapsulation of our themes for today. A piece that is steeped in history, a piece that has so much, has had so much written about it, has been sung by countless millions of people over the years. A piece that was originally composed, well, as effectively as a national song, but then became an anthem for women's suffrage and women's rights. It is, of course, Jerusalem. And this is a recording that Home Choir put together a few years ago now for one of our first ever in-person and digitally blended performances. It has a fantastic brass band. It's the City of Bristol Brass Band accompanying, and you're going to see Home Choir's faces on screen. So see if you can spot yourselves if you're part of this, and if you weren't part of it, well then look out for all of your fellow members of Home Choir singing in harmony from around the world. Here we go, everyone. Time for Jerusalem. So powerful, we needed two conductors for that one, folks. Beautifully sung. Thank you so much, everyone who took part in that project and everyone who's come along today to enjoy our Sing Sunday. It's been